Safety. It's a big thing in the workshop. If you don't feel safe doing something, or you just don't feel comfortable, don't do it. You're the only person who can keep you safe. And if you don't do it, no one else can. So here I'm mounting the chuck and opening the jaws. This is the one-way tower jaws. I like these jaws. They have a very nice dovetail on the end of the jaw. Looks like I could have made that tenon a little larger. Yeah. Well, I like to just sort of tighten it up and hold it and grip it lightly, and then bring the tailstock up, put a little pressure against it while I tighten down the jaws. Not that I want to over tighten it, I just don't like that digging in my hand. I just give myself a little leverage and dry piece of wood, hard dry piece of wood. With a wet softer wood, you probably want to check periodically that the jaws are still tight. I'll leave the live center up against it while I rough out a little bit of the profile. Always make sure it clears the tool rest. Well, I'm going to move things around a little bit now. Slide the headstock up to the end of the lathe, and I'm going to move the camera back. There, that swinging arm there. It's a real convenient way to move the tailstock out the way without lifting it. Tighten the headstock up, and we're all set to go. Just adjust the height a little bit of the tool rest so the tool is in the center. Using a pull cut. Now just clean up the outside. Make sure it's running true. I'm cutting on, just using that lower edge with the tool almost vertical. Just the top cutting edge is back about a 1/16 from the wood there, just clearing the wood. So this is really a scraping cut. If I lower the handle, as I lower the handle, it becomes a shear scraping cut. Feeling a little roughness there. I don't think I quite cleaned the end up really. I don't think I have a flat face. Just a push cut right in the bevel. Yeah. We'll see how thick that is. I'm just using a regular set of calipers. You have to leave them loose really to get them on and off. So what you're looking at here is the amount of the gap. Just about get my finger in here. When I look at it here, it shows me how much, how thick the base of the bowl is. I'll just move the camera and give you a little better picture, I hope. This is always tricky, that back corner there. I have a friend who calls it the devil's elbow. Now, if the other thing too is if I drop the handle a little here, like right now, I'm able to keep the bevel rubbing as I go around that corner. Yeah, this is always, whoop, there now, see, exactly, that's, I got a little catch there, and that's really not the way to do that corner. Just checking the thickness again. Now if I kind of watch the gap as I slide it in and out, I can tell if it's parallel. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's staying pretty parallel there, but a lot thicker coming around the edge there to get the calipers off. Now I'm going to switch tools here now, see if I can get into that undercut. I'm going to use this little carbide tool here. It has a round carbide insert on the end, and just a handle that I've made from mild steel. So this is carbide. It's quite sharp. So we'll give this a try in here. Again, it's really just scraping. Getting kind of dusty here. Yeah, I think we'll put the dust collector on. Yeah. It's helping some. Good dust collection system is really good. Yeah, you can see I'm tipping it down a little and sort of making it a negative edge or a negative scrape. So here I'm just working on the profile of the lip of the bowl, and when I get outside of that recess, I'll switch back to the bowl gouge, and I tip in the handle down a little bit. It's a little bit of a shear scrape. Always try and finish with a shear scrape. Here, oh, I still have a touch of the original surface there. I haven't quite got all the way down yet. Now I'm just doing a little shear scraping there now, and a pull cut. I have to watch that back corner. I can just feel a little ridge there. I can kind of feel that when I'm scraping across there. Gonna have to work to flatten that out. Just touch the tool up now, and here I have a little diamond file. See if that give us a little better finish, I hope. Working at refining the shape. Well, there's a lot of chips in that recess. Guess the centrifugal force would hold them out there. I'm using my fingers here to see if I can feel any little ridges or changes of direction that we'd see later. You know, once you put the finish on, all this stuff will really show up. So there's a very slight radius there. I'm going to see if I can fix that. There's just a little radius there. Yeah. Just trying to shear scrape that off of there. Still a little touch there. And I just want to get a really nice radius on that outside corner there. I always like these bowls with a recess on the inside like that. You know, if you're taking something out of the bowl, your fingers will just follow it around the groove, you know, and lift whatever it is you're trying to get out of the bowl out into your hand. I think we've got the profile on the outside there. I think that's done. I'm still not quite happy with that surface across there. We'll try something a little different here. Now you have to be real careful in how you present a little scraper like this. This is just a little scraper that's made from a planer blade, and it has a burr on it. I grind it upside down and produce a burr on it. I always present it slope down to the work so that it doesn't catch. And you can get some very, very fine shavings doing this. It's almost like sanding a little bit. Just have to be careful how you present it, and don't drop it because it would really get thrown by the bowl. Yeah, the end grain there needs a little sanding, but it's looking pretty good right now.